"Hey dad, I've just graduated and obtained a job. Can you gift me a brand new car?" "Yes son, your wish is my command." "Hey wait. Is actually the fresh graduate asking the parents the right question? Tiban Raj, your millennial financial manager, here to expose to you the ultimate advice for every fresh graduate out there. So I've noticed a lot of fresh graduates have asked their parents for a brand new car, and not a normal affordable car or a second hand, but always a luxurious car, where the parents will always put in the down payment, and the particular graduate will continue the higher purchase payment once they start their job. But why? Why are they putting a hole or creating a hole in their pocket as soon as they enter the workforce? They will have to ask themselves, what is the purpose of the car? Is it to bring you from point A to point B, or is it to show off that you can afford? But if you can afford and your parents can definitely afford, by all means do it. But if you can't, don't force your parents to do it, and also don't create a hole, because a car is always a liability to you. And the right question for you to ask your parents or the people around you is, do I buy a car first, or do I invest in a house first as soon as I enter a workforce? So now let's just look at the pros and cons. If I buy a car, I will have to pay for the maintenance, for the service, for the petrol, which is about 300 to 500 a month, not forgetting the road tax. And once I buy a house, I'm stuck with a higher purchase loan. And that loan, even if my parents pay an advance payment, the loan interest will not reduce, because higher purchase works in such a way that the loan interest will not reduce. So I will save probably a certain amount of discount, but the loan interest will never reduce. And whether if I use the car or if I don't use the car, I park it at home or I drive it to work, the car depreciates in value. As long as I purchase a Toyota car or any cars, for instance a Toyota car, 10% within the time I purchase, the value of the car drops by 10%. That's called depreciating in value. The longer you have the car, the more the car depreciates in value. But let's look at the pros and cons of purchasing a house. So if you purchase a house, you're going to pay for the utilities, your assessment fees, and certain fees, service fees that to maintain the particular house. And also you will be in debt to have a mortgage loan. But a mortgage loan, once your parents actually pay an advance payment, because the interest hits on your capital, and this interest will reduce over the time as your capital reduces. That is the beauty of a mortgage loan. And also if the volatility of the market is not doing too well, the interest will actually drop, just as now in this particular period of the COVID. And the best part is not that. The best part is, the longer you keep the house actually appreciates in value if it's in the right place, in the right market. You got to do your own due diligence on that, but most of the time the price of a property actually appreciates in value rather than depreciates in value. And from here you can clearly see who is the winner. So just one simple trick, once you have already asked that question to your parents, one simple trick is to invest in that particular house or that property that you have. Invest it, get a mortgage loan, and save on repayments. You service your repayments for a few years, just service it and collect as much equity in that particular mortgage loan and refinance that particular home loan to a higher loan. And the additional money that you have, you can purchase your dream car. This is like killing two birds with one stone. So when you actually service your payments and delay your dream car purchase, which is always a liability, delay it for some time and invest in a particular real property. And once you can actually refinance it to a higher loan, that extra money, you can purchase your dream car. And with this simple trick, friends out there, you're able to be way ahead of your peers who thinks of the opposite, where they will purchase a car first and then later on complain that the house or the property price is extremely high. So in summary, always ask the question, do I buy a house first or do I buy a car? And if you need a car, by all means buy a second-hand car or buy a car which is affordable, which is very cheap, probably any Malaysian-made cars, which will not create much debt to you. And in a longer term, you will see yourself growing financially because of this simple thing. Take care. I will see you soon. Ciao.